There's nothing on this planet more powerful than a woman who loves with her whole being. A woman whose heart is her compass and whose determination knows no bounds. Let me ask you something. Have you ever witnessed someone defy every odds, endure every hardship, and still stand taller than the mountains? That's the force we're talking about today. But here's the twist. This isn't about romanticized fairy tales or happy endings handed on a silver platter. No, this is about grit. This is about the battles you don't see, the silent wars fought in the mind, the tears shed in the dark, and the sacrifices that turn love into a legacy. Stimmy, by the end of this speech, you won't just understand the unstoppable power of a woman fighting for love. You'll believe it, live it, and be inspired by it to make your own impact. Love is not weakness. It's the ultimate strength. Too often, the world mistakes compassion for vulnerability and love for fragility. But let me tell you something. Love is the fiercest force on earth. It's not a soft whisper. It's a roaring fire that can't be contained. When a woman fights for love, she doesn't cower in the face of challenges. She rises. She doesn't break under pressure. She bends, learns, and grows stronger. Picture this. A mother fighting to keep her family together. A partner standing unwaveringly by her loved one's side through trials. Woman refusing to let go of her dreams because it's tied to a purpose greater than herself. That's not weakness. That's strength in its raw, purest form. Because here's the truth. Love gives you courage you never knew you had. It's what drives you to stand up one more time when everything in you says to quit. It's what pushes you to cross lines others are too afraid to approach. Love doesn't make you soft. It sharpens you, refines you, and turns you into something the world can't break. When a woman fights for love, she carries a fire that no storm can extinguish. Life will throw its hardest punches, loss, betrayal, rejection. But that fire inside her doesn't just survive, it grows stronger. It's not a flame that flickers when the winds of adversity blow. It's a blaze that consumes every obstacle in its path. Think about it. When someone fights for something they love, they tap into a well of strength that defies logic. Exhaustion, irrelevant. Fear, overpowered. Doubt, dismissed. That fire doesn't ask for permission. It burns because it has to. It burns because love. And here's the beauty of it. Storms don't weaken her. They only refine her. Like a diamond forged under pressure, a woman fighting for love shines brighter after every battle. Her fire isn't just survival, it's purpose, it's proof that no matter what comes her way, she's unstoppable. Courage is born when the heart has a reason to fight. When a woman is driven by love, whether for her family, her dreams, or her values, she discovers a level of bravery that even she didn't know existed. It's not about the absence of fear. It's about facing that fear head on because what she's fighting for matters more than anything that stands in her way. Think about the moments when you've seen someone stand in the gap, refusing to back down. It wasn't because they were fearless. It was because their love outweighed their fear. That's the kind of courage we're talking about. The kind that doesn't wait for ideal circumstances or perfect timing. It shows up in the mess, in the chaos, and in the fight. When the heart has a purpose, courage becomes instinct. It becomes the foundation for every bold move, every leap of faith, and every step forward when giving up seems like the easier option. Love doesn't just inspire courage, it demands it. And when a woman embraces that call, she becomes unstoppable. Doubters may come, but a determined woman will prove them all wrong. When a woman fights for love, she doesn't just face challenges. She faces judgment, skepticism, and the endless voices saying she can't do it. But those doubts, they're not roadblocks, they're fuel. Every time someone underestimates her, she grows stronger, more focused, and more determined to succeed. Let's be real. The world has a habit of questioning those who dream big, fight hard, or love deeply. But a woman driven by love isn't here for anyone's approval. She's not here to explain herself, defend her choices, or wait for permission. She's here to win, to build, to fight for what matters most. Doubt might surround her, but it can't stop her. She doesn't need validation because her conviction is louder than their criticism. With every step she takes, every goal she reaches, she silences the doubters, not with words, but with results. When she's fighting for love, no amount of doubt can hold her back because her belief in her purpose is unshakable. Love fuels resilience. It keeps the spirit unbreakable. A woman who fights for love is not just pushing forward for herself. She's pushing for everything she holds dear. And when you fight with love in your heart, you tap into an infinite well of strength that no hardship can drain. Resilience doesn't come from having an easy path. It comes from walking through fire and still emerging with your head held high. It comes from enduring sleepless nights, feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders, and yet finding the strength to keep going. It's in the small moments when everything seems lost and you still get up, fight harder, and refuse to quit. The love that drives her isn't just about emotional attachment. It's about purpose, about dedication, and about an unyielding commitment to what matters most. With love as her foundation, a woman can face any storm, knowing that no matter how hard life pushes, she will stand tall. Because love doesn't just make her tough, it makes her unbreakable. It builds a resilience that no one can ever take away. She's proof that even in the toughest times, love keeps you going and it keeps you fighting with all your heart. Every challenge is an opportunity to rise stronger. A woman fighting for love knows that adversity isn't something to fear, it's something to embrace. Because when life pushes her to the ground, she doesn't stay there, she rises. She doesn't let failure define her. Instead, she lets it refine her. Challenges are the crucibles where strength is forged. They strip away the things that don't matter and reveal the core of who you truly are. For a woman fighting for love, every setback is just another step in her journey. Every obstacle is a lesson, a chance to grow, adapt, and evolve. Think about it. When life knocks her down, she doesn't complain about the pain. She gets up, brushes herself off, and goes after her goals with more fire than before. The struggles are what build her character, and she uses them to propel herself forward. Love doesn't make the challenges go away, but it gives her the clarity and determination to rise above them. Every time life tries to defeat her, she becomes stronger, more resilient, and more focused on her purpose. And in the end, the challenges that tried to break her are the very things that make her unstoppable. A woman fighting for love transforms pain into power. Pain is inevitable in life. It's part of the human experience, but how we respond to it is what sets us apart. For a woman fueled by love, pain is not something to run from or hide. It's a force that she harnesses, turning it into the very thing that propels her forward. The heartbreak, the setbacks, the losses, all of these things are pieces of a larger puzzle. They don't break her spirit, they shape it. Each moment of pain strengthens her resolve, deepens her understanding of herself, and refines her ability to love even more fiercely. Think about it. Every woman who's ever fought for something, whether it's a relationship, a dream, or a cause, has experienced pain. But the ones who emerge victorious are the ones who take that pain and turn it into motivation. They take the scars, the heartache, the moments of weakness, and they transform them into a source of power. They rise from their pain with a new purpose, a renewed strength, and a heart that's even more capable of love. Pain isn't her enemy, it's her teacher, her reminder that she's strong enough to carry it and powerful enough to turn it into something beautiful. Because love and pain, when combined, create a force so powerful that nothing can stand in its way. The world underestimates a woman until she shows what's inside her heart. Too often, society reduces women to stereotypes, questioning their strength, their purpose, and their ability to lead with love. But those who underestimate her are blind to the fire she carries inside. They can't see the depth of her heart, the vastness of her dreams, or the power of her love. When a woman decides to fight for love, she is not concerned with the opinions of those who doubt her. She doesn't need the world to validate her strength because she knows exactly what she's capable of. She knows the sacrifices she's made, the battles she's won, and the inner strength that no one can take away. And when she steps into her power, when she decides to show the world who she really is, nothing can stop her. She becomes a force that no one can ignore. The world may have underestimated her, but she will leave them in awe of her courage, her tenacity, and the unwavering love that drives her every step. Because a woman fighting for love doesn't just prove the world wrong, she changes it. She shows the world the truth that love in its purest form is the most powerful force anyone could ever possess. And nothing is more unstoppable than a woman who knows that truth deep in her soul.